All right, we're live. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy. Hello, everybody on the chat. Welcome, Dennis Lindsay, back.
Yes. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Hi, Elisa, and Jazzy sends special love to everyone. And how are you feeling?
A little bit um, lost. Where words are hard to calm. Like I'm in slow motion. Like I'm spaced out. Is the word?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. How
yeah.
about you? Are you? I know a friend of mine reached out to me and said, that she's feeling it as well. Have you had anything like that coming up?
Yeah. I tend to. I'll go to sleep and then I'll wake up, which is not like me, and then I'll go back to sleep. But yeah, it's almost like I can feel something's going to change. It's like how Jasper was saying the other day, how we're going through being squeezed, almost like through a birth canal, and just waiting for that space at the end of it. This is how it's been feeling. So I don't know. How's everyone else feeling in the chat? Have people been tired? Have you had any light body symptoms? Any headaches? Any upset tummies, any heart palpitations, anything like that going on? Or, yeah, just let us know because, look, we are coming up to another eclipse. I think it's on the 28th, which I think is Saturday for us. So, yeah, or the Friday for us. So I know that pushes people, the energy that comes with them. So, yes,
Do you think that's is that normal? I don't remember ever hearing two eclipses in 1 month.
yeah. We have an eclipse season. So you can have them, yeah, very close together. So September, October are always known for eclipse season per se. So yeah, but
Ah,
we forget about what all the stuff that it brings up for us to do work with and all of the feelings and the tiredness or whatever that is going on. So
yeah.
we just forget, and then it comes back again, and you go, "Oh, what's going on?" you know. But I mean, as we were saying, for you though, Elisa, you could also still have a little bit of that time distortion from your traveling. Your body could be still flipping back into its normal cycle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah. A little bit of that jet lag.
yeah. So how long have you been back for now?
A week.
Yeah, I usually find, I mean, for us traveling from Australia, if we're going anywhere, it's usually anywhere from 15 to 25 to 30 hours traveling. So your body sort of almost goes backwards. And it literally takes me a week. Sometimes it'll just hit me out of nowhere and I'll go, oh, I feel so jet lagged. It's like gross. And then I'll be fine again. And then it might hit me again. But then it usually goes after a week, I find. So
Yeah.
hopefully you're at the end of it. But I feel with everything else going on, it's just a combo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
So
Um, Feeling that squeeze that Jazzy was talking about last
yeah,
time we talked.
yeah, no, definitely. It's probably a really good way to put it, isn't it? It's like, just actually, feel that knowing that. And it's like something's gonna pop. It's like just waiting for something to pop. So is how it feels a little bit. So it's just
Yeah.
sitting in that. So yeah, so Tribal's saying not sleeping well. And Trixie's been getting over a head cold. So yeah, just tired and sore. It's Dennis. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, moved again. So yeah,
Yeah.
so people are feeling it. So yeah,
Yeah.
and Maree,
It says getting dizzy, foggy sitting,
yeah,
standing like I lost time and come back. Yeah, that's exactly a good way to explain it.
yeah,
Like like you lost time, like you're standing there and like time just passed by and you're like, I was just standing here. Like, I
yeah.
don't know. It's just a weird feeling.
It's almost like a discombobulation, isn't it? It's like nothing feels
Yeah.
really solid or real is probably a way to do it. So I know the birds have been extremely active where I live because I'm on the canals and I'm close to the islands, and the birds would have just been going crazy. So there's something going on. I mean, I know it's spring here, but even so, like even this morning I woke up going, oh, the birds are going crazy again. So
Wow.
yeah, I know birds really feel a shift in energy. So shall I get Jazzy and tune in and see what's happening? See if we can get a
Yeah.
a bigger
That
picture.
always helps.
Oh no. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Let's have a chat. So, all right. Okay. So he's showing me like a sunrise, and he says, you know how it's often coldest just after the sun rises? He said it's like that in its darkest, just before the light comes through. That's where we're at. So we're sitting in that space of no time, is what he's saying. It's almost like we are in a collective space of no time. And because we are built on a linear program, for us, that's discombobulating. So he's showing me lots of different realms, timelines, the voids coming in and out. So we're doing clearing and work that we don't even know about, and we're bringing through frequency that we aren't aware of in our linear time mind. So he said, yeah, it's that darkest before the dawn moment, and also once the sun rises and the cold hits, and then it all clears.
Yeah.
Again, I'm feeling it's almost like we're really going through that sand hourglass, and yeah. Okay, I'm just going to ask him if he can just show me a little bit more about where we might be, where this is taking it. Oh gosh, okay. He just took me through this, I've just got taken through a tunnel, which to me is always traveling through into another realm, into another space or place. And it even brought up a little bit of nausea. So I know I'm doing interdimensional travel with that. So it's like, oh, okay. So I'm just going to. And now all I'm getting is this tingling. So once this frequencies comes through, and once we've actually felt more at home within this new place or space, is the words I'm getting, it's like then we can just be. It's like we won't be smashed around so much. And yeah, it's a whole nother level is what I'm getting. So yeah. So he says, just hang in there, just breathe, just stay as centered as you can, just be grateful for everything we have.
Yes.
And he's showing me bringing pink light through. So this is interesting. And it's not just going directly into the heart. It's coming down through the crown and third eye and then flowing through the body. Oh, that's actually really lightened everything up. So maybe that's something we could do, is actually everyone just close your eyes and maybe just bring through this beautiful pink light coming through. It's white and pink. It's stunning, and it's light, and it's coming through the crown chakra, touching through that third eye chakra, all the way through to the heart, and then just let it flow wherever it needs to go. And just feel the lightness of that. And you might even feel the top of your crown starting to tingle or get a bit warm. And then ground it through. Take it through down into our Earth Star chakra just below our feet. And then into the grid lines, any energy grid lines that we're connected to. Ah. There we go. Yeah. I don't know if I feel a difference with that. I don't know if you do. But that was really beautiful. Yeah. Yes. So I think it's just to help keep us in that state of balance.
Yeah.
Through this. So, yep. So thanks, Jazzy. Whew.
So are we, this is a question, I'm not sure. So are we arriving in 5D? Does that mean that the collective is rising higher? Like, is the collective moving
into
closer to 5D?
Let's have a look. I'm going to ask Jasper again to give me a magnifying glass on this. Those that are meant to, yes, are. So whichever soul has chosen to experience this. Now, remember, we do drop in and out of 5D. We can go up to 9D. We can have experiences into all different dimensions and realms. But yes, the answer is basically yes. We are actually more attuned into that frequency of light, because these are light codes that are coming through for us. And that's that's what we're going through. It's just a
Yeah.
shift and it's a change. So,
Yeah.
and globally, yes, he's showing me there are more and more souls, more and more beings that are starting to vibrate at a higher or a more refined frequency. And of course, they've got to be releasing. It's, you know, we've got to let go of any dross or any trauma or anything that's in the DNA that needs to be activated, and that's what can cause this unbalance and shift. So again, just keep lighting ourselves. That really helps. Just sage your house. I love saging. It just clears, especially in your bedroom, because we drop a lot of dross and stuff at night. Um, so yeah, so it is a shift, Trixie Tot. Again, we're constantly raising our consciousness, and the more consciousness we hold, whatever our soul contract is, if we're here to hold consciousness and light, remember we're helping others, because it's like we plant
Yeah.
seeds and it's like they then can come into a more of a state of grace as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that's a yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Great. So, today I'm surprised we haven't done this before, to be honest. Talk about Disney. There's so much there, you know.
I
Um,
know.
I'm just shocked we never did a special on specific one on Disney.
No, I know. I think because once you sort of know, well, this is the person that did this was working from this agenda, it just changes everything. And in a way, it's a little bit heartbreaking, isn't it? Because some of those Disney movies are truly beautiful, and then you go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, but look at this. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I agree. I think it's maybe we haven't really wanted to go there because it might just break our little hearts a
Well,
bit
I
more.
work there, so I
Oh,
can
did
tell
you?
you it's very toxic environment. Very
In what
toxic.
way, Elisa? What do you mean?
Woo, it's very cutthroat. I didn't work directly for Disney. I was a contractor,
Yep.
and they at Disney, if it's always looking for blame, like who messed up and who, who made a mistake, and everybody's scared for their lives of losing their job. Um, just really um, very heavily male, very heavily in the male department, and just a super toxic environment, super toxic.
Wow. Lady Hawk's just said put up the banner. Thanks, Lady Hawk.
One of these days I'll remember.
But that would take all the fun out of it. Yeah, wow. So and could you feel that energetically?
I did, and it's funny, they had these fluorescent light bulbs like literally right on top of the desk. And I
Oh,
remember at some point I'd be going like this, like it was so much that I'd be like, God, this light is so uh just yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Isn't it interesting though? I think in any business, in any establishment, in any home, if someone at the top has the intentions of what we have heard happens at Disney, it filters through energetically. I mean, I know it. I've had a CEO move from one of my companies I was with, and this beautiful person came in, and the energy just changed automatically. It was amazing. And it came through, and everyone started just going, oh, this, and it changed everything. So I can really understand that with what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really toxic, really
Yeah.
toxic. um I ended up in the hospital. The stress was so much that I ended up in the hospital with diverticulosis.
Wow.
Yeah, and I almost even had to have surgery. And yeah, it was the stress was I can't even explain.
That's pretty horrific. That's obviously really impacting right through into the physical.
Yeah.
So,
So I was a
yeah.
project manager and just managing. Remember, I mean, if the project doesn't move forward, right? Who's at fault?
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah. It
So
was
how long were you project managing there for?
6 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, way too long. But that's when I started getting the messages that I needed to get out and I needed to do the hypnosis full time. Yeah.
So there was a reason for that. Sometimes we have to get pushed, don't we, to
Yes.
that point? It's like, all right, I give up.
Yeah. And it's also the creation of the reality, right? If something a little bit goes wrong, then you start hating the job. Once you hate the job, more things will happen to hate the job, right? So it's just a big snowball.
Correct.
It was all my creation. I know that, and I accept it, and I love it, and it's just part of the journey, and I'm okay with that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I'm not
Wow,
the only one. I've heard horror stories from other people
really.
about working there as a cast member and things like that. Yeah,
And did they see anything themselves, or was it just, that environment energy?
it was just the environment of,
Mm.
like, if you mess up your costume or whatever, even if it's at work, they'll make you pay for the whole costume all over again. Like, just evil stuff,
Yeah.
just mean. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So
And that's just the surface stuff.
that is the surface stuff. Yeah.
Gosh.
So I wanted to find out if it's really true that Mr. Disney is frozen, or if his body was frozen, like they say, and it's being, I don't know if
Cryogenic.
it's under Cinderella's castle or not, but yeah, is he really in a cryogenic tank?
Let's have a look and see what the cards say. All right.
I don't know if you feel like we need to ask if he's dead first.
Well, yeah, something really happened very quickly because that Eight of Wands. So action was taken very, very quickly. I don't know why, but I just keep getting that there could have been some clones as well involved. Yeah. I'm just going to just stay with this question to start with. Yeah. So it looks like he walked away from his original body, but something was done very, very quickly to it. These are very interesting cards, aren't they? Oh, yeah, that one's hot. Let's have a look. Yeah. So the High Priestess tells me that there's some mystery work going on. There's definitely something that's gone on behind the veil. So I'm actually going to say from the cards that's a yes. Look, the Magician's just come up as
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely something that has gone on with that, with his body.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder. So you think the cards are saying that he died? That he died quickly? You think?
No, I think when he left his body, there was a very quick. They froze it. Sort of before he could fully leave, because the Eight of Cups is moving away from the situation, looking for something better, and so I feel it was all done in whatever timing was needed to be done.
Ah.
But yeah, can we ask if there were clones made, or
Yes,
can I?
of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, we'll ask if it really is truly underneath the castle.
Okay, yeah. Let's have a look and see. All right. So is there at least one? Not more clones made. Looks like it because we've got the Emperor card. So to me, this is someone that's very strong, very powerful. And let's just see what the next card brings up for us. Whew, our Knight of Wands. So there was some action taken. That's always going the other way. I always find with that Knight of Wands. Yep. So Three of Swords. So there was something. I mean, I don't know whether there was an attempt to do it, and it didn't work. Oh, no, it did, because the Ace of Cups has come up. So they got what they wanted. But yeah, Ten of Swords. So something definitely was finished off, but I feel that there was something else that was doubled of him. Just, oh, okay. Yeah. So the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card where someone tries to hold their own sense of self. I feel it's telling me that something happened before he actually went, and that one was put out into the limelight. That's what I'm getting just intuitively as well from the cards. So I don't know if anyone has heard anything about that. I've not heard anything about that, but I just wanted to just see if, if anyone's heard anything at all about it, because that's what I'm getting. Something
Yeah.
happened beforehand. So whether that double was brought out before he even went
Interesting.
to be able to continue with doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Interesting.
It
So
is.
is the body, the cryogenic body underneath Cinderella's castle, as it's been speculated or rumored?
So Cinderella's castle, is that the one at the whereabouts is that exactly? Which one are you talking
Well,
about?
there's two. There's two.
Yeah.
There's one in Disneyland and there's one in Disney World here in Orlando. Um, there's
Yeah.
one in Paris, but obviously it's not that one because Paris just got opened not long ago. But it's either in Hollywood or here. Well,
Okay.
actually, it's not Hollywood. It's Anaheim, California.
Okay. So we'll just ask in general, whichever is it?
Is
Um,
it one of those two castles that he's?
yeah. Is that where?
Yeah, I don't necessarily care which one. I just want to
No.
know if it really is.
Yep.
Wow.
Because and it's really interesting because I just keep seeing a lab with lots of glass and things in it. That's just kept coming into my mind. Um, so like a laboratory of some sort. Yeah. So, and we've got our justice card. So it's almost like they held the balance. They could decide what happened. They had a lot of power around
Yeah.
what went on there. So, yeah. Oof, okay, this one's really. It's that one. The
Wow.
full. They were trying new stuff. We've got a full card.
Was it like new technology? I'm sure at
Mm.
that time, I think cryogenics was probably just coming out.
But how do we know? How do we know they didn't have technology from somewhere else that
Yeah,
they were
that's
playing
true.
with?
From
You know,
Tartaria or from.
yeah, it's from wherever. Yeah, exactly. So they actually, Three of Cups has come up. So they achieved what they wanted to achieve with it. With this,
Wow.
yeah. So, because honestly, all I just kept seeing was this laboratory type thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm,
Wow, interesting.
yeah.
Okay. So, okay, so let me go back to the questions that we have from Nayabi.
Yep.
Speaking of Disney, I heard somewhere there's some type of negative encoding within the Mickey Mouse symbol and early cartoons. I'd be curious to know what the cards
Yeah.
say about this. So yeah, I think the Disney, doesn't it have 666 backwards? The way that it's written with the special lettering.
Probably. It's probably, what they say, their symbolism will be their downfall.
Yeah,
Let's have a look and see. It's a good question, maybe. And like I said, things in plain sight, but because our emotional aspect loves what we think they're bringing out for us, we don't tend to see that stuff, do we? So let's have a look and see. Some sort of negative encoding. Yeah, they started small. So they started with small actions by doing things like that.
yeah,
And Page of Pentacles. So this is some action that was new, that was again small. So and I mean, Mickey was one of the first ones that they brought through, wasn't it? The
mhm,
Mickey Mouse and all of that.
yeah,
So I would say yes. That this is saying that they started doing things in a way that was small. Wow. And then we've got our Eight of Cups again. So I feel it's almost like they changed direction, and I want to know which way they went. What happened
really?
to like to more the strength card? They went bigger. So
Yeah,
they thought, what can we get away with? And then they actually took it to a whole nother level. They went bigger.
yep.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy,
mean,
isn't
for
it?
sure, it's gotten worse from the beginning. I mean, in the beginning, it was kind of smaller stuff.
Yeah. Full card. They just took on a whole new way of doing everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah,
So was that being manipulated or being directed by a three-letter agency that starts with a C and ends with an A?
Okay, let's have a look and see if there was an involvement from them. Oh, but
If it was being driven by them,
if
like
it was
not Disney, but more like from that three-letter agency.
yeah, let's have a look and see. I don't know that it was because to me, when the Two of Wands comes out, it's someone looking for a balance. And again, the Queen of Cups, this is about contemplating how to do it. So I feel it feels like with these cards that it was just, no, it was him because got the Temperance card. So this is
Oh, okay.
patience. This is waiting for the change. I feel a lot of this was done from his agenda, and down the track, look, it might have come in to have an aspect of that, but it looks like it was an entity of its own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, Maple Tree has a great question. Are there clone machines
Mm.
in Disneyland?
Wow. Let's have a look, Maple Tree. Yeah, because with our Page of Swords, this is a message that's coming through to me that always isn't quite accurate. But they definitely did something along those lines because our King of Pentacles has come up. I don't know that it was actually there. It might have been somewhere else. So, but it was definitely attached to them. Yeah, Page of Cups. So this is this is offering something. It's a smaller emotional aspect. So I don't feel it was linked into the actual property of Disney, but it was linked into the name, if that makes sense.
Mm,
Yeah. So,
okay.
so they might have done that somewhere else.
Okay. So basically Disney was doing cloning, but not in their property, is what you're saying, right?
That's what the cards are saying. Yeah. So I'll get some clarity on that as well. Let's just see if we can get clarity on that one. Yeah, they were in collusion with people around this because that Two of Cups has come up. So they were working with others in that arena. It wasn't directly theirs, and they put in a lot of work and effort because that Seven of Pentacles, it's all the seeds they've sown and waiting for the right outcomes and whatever. So
Yeah.
you know, so no,
Interesting.
I would say that's yeah. Again, the Strength cards come up because yeah, they were working in collusion. So there was, I think there's been more going on than we can ever possibly know.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, and the Empress cards come up, and to me, she's the creator. So there's something they were creating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So then Maple Tree and Marie had kind of a similar question if he was an NAZI or
yeah,
so if we ask the question if he was Hitler, then it would answer the question that he was, a
true.
Nazi. So,
Yeah, yeah. Or actually, I'm just getting told. Just ask the question first of all: was there collaboration with the N's, with the NAs,
oh,
ZIs?
okay.
Yeah, before, and then we can ask that one because I feel there's a separation there needed with them. So
Okay.
let's just yeah. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Six of Wands. There was some collaboration definitely with those type of people.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Yep, Knight of Wands. Again, we've been misdirected, with all of this stuff. So it's to me that messenger with that Knight of Wands, it's not completely telling us the truth. So, and I think people would be heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken if they knew about what went on, what really
The
went on.
connection.
Mm, yeah. So yeah, look at this Five of Cups, the grief. If people knew, so there was collaboration of some sort with them,
Oh
and
yeah.
they were
I'm telling you, we see people getting married there that don't have kids, people that go to the park every weekend that don't have kids. There's some people that are obsessed. Their whole house is full of Mickey Mouse Disney stuff. I mean, this is like
Yeah,
a religion in itself,
yeah,
really, truly.
yeah, yeah. A cult religion. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
So yeah, they would be devastated when they
Yeah,
find
yeah. So, I think these sorts of things will take a little bit more time to come out in full because people are going to be reeling from just what our everyday life has been based on anyway. So, this is, yeah, different.
Is
So,
there, I don't know why this is coming to me to ask. Were they doing any because Amy was saying anything to do with bad magic. So were they doing any sort of, see, once again the words are
they're not coming through for you.
ceremonies
Okay.
having to do with dark magic in the parks.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look and see. Yes, I would say so. Yeah, because our Nine of Cups is something they've desired, something they've wanted. And then again, we've got that Temperance card. So they're very patient with it. And yeah, they changed situations, they changed energy, is what that Temperance card is telling me. And look at this, the sun was upside down. Now, I never ever usually look at cards upside down. And look what's on the horse.
The baby, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I would say that there was stuff that, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what came to me. Like they were doing some type of celebration and stuff. Not
Yeah,
celebration, sorry,
ceremony.
ceremony.
Yeah.
There. So can the cards tell us just if a person is walking into Disney, what can the cards tell us happens to them? Like are they being attacked with energy, or are they putting a spell on them, or can the cards just tell us what happens if you walk into the park?
Okay. Just for your average everyday Joe and their
Yeah,
kids.
and their kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the kids, who knows? Maybe we have to
Yeah.
separate it into adults and children. I don't know.
Yeah, true, true. Um, we'll just say an average person to start with. Let's just see what happens. Can you give us any sort of interesting, because we've got our 50-50 card. I always see that, yeah. So I feel it depends on the person
Mm.
very much. Oh, yeah, that's hot. Okay, that one's hot. King of Cups. So they give an illusion of something that's emotionally, perfect and this and that, but they hide something under that cloak. So,
Ah.
yeah. So that's, yeah, people can be well, when if you're seeing all of those symbology and all of the things that they've got everywhere, and the type of music. I mean, I don't even know I don't know. I've been to the one in France years ago, but I haven't been to any others. Yeah, look at this. We've got our Three of Swords is coming up a lot today. So yeah, it can actually change people's the way they feel, and maybe some leaves and have some trauma. But it depends on the person.
Wow.
So it depends on the person. I think it's like everything in life, depending on our frequency, on our consciousness, on who we are, on our commitment to our divine self, or whatever it is that we run by, that would make a big difference.
So then let's ask about children's, because I almost feel like children was worse for the children.
Yeah, let's have a look and see. We'll do that separately. Okay. Because their psyche is so much more open when they're little. They're much more
Yes.
sensitive to an environment.
Yes. That's why I keep thinking there's
Yeah.
there's more to it with the children. They can do more to them.
Yeah, the strategy cards come up. So that Seven of Swords is definitely about a strategy around that. And, they would know. I mean, if these people are, can I say these words? A mason of very high order, they
Yeah.
know exactly how the human psyche works and how everything works energetically. We've got our Eight of Pentacles. So they worked on this, yes. Yeah, this was definitely something they worked on,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, and over time it did change our little kitties, into something a little bit more receptive, maybe to what they wanted. Yeah, who knows? But, I wonder how many went missing in those places. Do you know? Is there any stats on that?
I know, right? Well, if there was any, do you think they would say anything?
Yeah, true.
There's
Would have
no
been
way
hidden.
that that would come out. No
No,
way. No
no,
way.
no. I know. So, it's like it's all like all these big public places where they do a lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah.
I think if it did happen, I feel like the families would say something or make a big deal or
Yeah, I don't know though, but but that can happen, but it can all get squashed,
yeah,
and it's if the media aren't if the media have got an agenda, they're not going to do it for them, are they?
yeah. Do they put stuff in their food?
Oh, let's have a look and see if anything's tampered with. Oh, I mean, okay. I guess everywhere they've already been putting stuff in our food that's not good for us, but we'll ask specifically if there was anything that would
Anything
cause.
additional?
Yeah, okay. Did they tamper with the food specifically for an agenda that they had? The hangman's come up, so I don't feel that that was something that was really a big deal. No, so the Three of Pentacles has come up, so it's almost like that could be found out. So that's sort of part of their contract, was to keep it a lot more hidden than that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. King of Cups. Look at that. That's that. He's the one that hides things. So no, that would have been too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Was Universal also part of that as well?
Let's have a look.
Um,
Oh, I mean, at some level, everyone in a position of power had to be, didn't they?
I would think so.
Let's just see though. Let's see what our cards say. I mean, that logic might be completely wrong. Yeah, they were Three of Swords day. Yeah, another heartbreak. Yeah. So, but the Eight of Cups has come up. So, was there a shift from Universal? Did they have a split at some point where they didn't work as closely with them? Like, because Disney had their own um, what is it? Own studios and stuff, didn't they, as well?
Right. Yeah.
Four of Swords. So there was definitely a hidden agenda, yeah, with that question with Universal. But yeah, I don't know. I feel there's more than we know that went on.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if something changed between them, so that Eight of Cups is walking away from
Oh,
something.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So maybe Universal separated from them on that or something. I don't know.
yeah, or something changed. So yeah, but there was definitely an alliance between them. You know,
Yeah.
that something happened.
Interesting.
Well,
Um, Maple Tree says, did Disney really want to build a new Atlantis?
as in the like how we perceive Atlantis to be. Is that what Maple Tree's asking? Do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll just ask that question because that can. It's a very broad question, and sometimes it's difficult. But we'll
Yeah,
just see what the
it
cards
could
say.
be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maple Tree, as I was asking that question and running my hands over the cards, now the Ten of Cups has come up. I feel they were doing it in an energetic way. It was almost like they were capturing people's emotions in an energetic way. So for them, an Atlantis would be somewhere where there's, I don't know. I see Atlantis as a place where, they worked with crystals. It was very high frequency. So I feel that they just wanted the emotion, maybe, of people. That Ten of Cups, and then the Judgment card. So they had a lot of power over people. And, in Atlantis, I guess, who knows what went on, transformation. They definitely wanted to change something, and I feel it's on an energetic level. So that's probably the best way to answer that question for Maple Tree.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Teresa is asking if there are any souls trapped in any of the statues around the world or at Disney World, Disneyland.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's a really interesting question, isn't it?
Right?
Oh, I love where your minds just go to crazy places. I love it. Okay, let's have a look and see. Wow. Okay. And we cannot rule anything out because we're living in this crazy world where anything's possible. So let's
Yeah.
just see. And I'd love to know where that question came from, Teresa, as well. Like, what made you sort of conceptualize that? Okay. Oh, how interesting! We've got our Judgment card again. So, I'm not feeling that was allowed, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, and then we've got our Ace of Pentacles. So to me, that's when I was saying that's come up. So it that was sort of almost like a no go zone, like it wasn't actually allowed to happen. Yeah, Hanged Man. So they had to let go of that one. They probably thought about it, Teresa. They probably were going, "Oh, what else can we do?" But that to me didn't happen.
Mm,
So yeah, yeah, yeah,
good. That's fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, is it true that Disney, Mr. Walt Disney, worked with the three-letter agency? Because what I saw was kind of a documentary where it
Mm.
said that it was the three-letter agency that was able to secure the land for him
Ah.
so that he could build specifically the one in Orlando. I don't know about the one in California, but
Mm-hmm. Okay.
um, yeah.
Let's ask that. It's very, very hot. Let's just see what. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune's come up with again that Three of Swords, man. So I feel that they changed something to work for them, and and somebody else lost out. Like I feel that it was a bit of a dirty deal that was done there. Something happened. Yeah, King of Wands. He's someone that can take action. He's got a lot of power. So it's looking like there was definitely something that got changed, and there was a few little furfies, little lies that were told, because that Page of Swords to me it's telling a story that's not quite truth. So
Yeah.
it looks like there was some collaboration in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the documentary said.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So Kat was asking if it's possible that the happiness the kids have when they go to Disney create a positive vortex in the area.
Yeah. So, and that's a good question, Kat, because when I was asking Maple Tree's question around Atlantis, it felt very energetic. The whole the whole concept of it. There was a lot of energy involved. So yeah, what do they do with that? Do they work with it? And does it create, oh, first of all, does it create a positive energy in the area? Yes, it does, but they transform it. That death card's come up, so it gets transformed.
Wow.
God. Knight of Wands again. So the action they take is not normal. It's not going with the flow. It's definitely they do something with it. Yeah. So Four of Cups is when something's being offered and it's an emotional offering that is not always accepted. So it doesn't. Yeah, they don't just let it be normal. Like there's something they can do to actually
Yeah.
harness that energy, and whether it was the ceremonies and things that they use that for as well, which can be done. It's so yeah, so something that joy gets transformed into something else.
Wow.
So yes.
That's crazy.
Oh look,
He's
we have
crazy.
no idea, do we? Really, you know.
So, Marie, do me a favor and pick someone to do a reading for because I have to step. I forgot I had left my stove on.
Okay, all right. So do you want to? Do people want to pop in the number?
Yeah, the 888 on there, and then you go ahead and pick someone.
Okay, I will. So you
Okay.
guys, I'll shuffle while people pop in 888 if you'd like a little just current reading for yourself and yeah, a little bit of insight if you'd like it into what's going on. So I'll just give it a minute for people to put it in. And this is only if you're live because obviously afterwards, if you're watching afterwards, we won't be able to have you into it as well. All right, we've got a few up. Who's come up? Maree, you just jumped up out in front of everyone. Um, so I'm going to do a little reading for Maree. Okay. Ooh, all right, Maree. So Maree, this is for you. I'm just going to tune in through my higher self, through this beautiful divine being that we are, into your higher self to ask if there's anything going on for Maree at the moment. Okay, this is interesting. All right, so I'll pop some cards up as well and see what comes through. Okay, see what comes up for Maree in the cards. It's really fascinating what I'm seeing, and I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, King of Wands, interesting. And okay, so the King of Wands to me tells me that you've been taking some action that is really, it's sort of changed something for you in your life. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. It might feel like it's been a long time coming, and the work you've done, all the intentions you've put out there, you sort of they've actually come from a really good place. Because we've got the Queen of Swords now, so she's someone that really can speak her truth. She can tell it how it is. She's got a lot of integrity, and I'm going to ask you a question in a minute with what I saw. Yeah, when I connected into you, you've now got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is beautiful. This is where everything comes into fruition. All of your thoughts, all of your intentions, all of your actions you've taken come into a place of abundance, of connecting with people that you just probably never thought you might connect with. But what I saw for you is there was something going on around your crown chakra, and it was almost when I first saw it, I thought, "Has she put a dunce cap on herself?" You know those black caps that you see that are tall, and then I was getting no. It's actually there's been a lot of work going on for you through your crown chakra, connecting you into your oversoul. And I don't know if you've been feeling a bit heavy or tired or something going on the top of your head, but you're definitely doing some activating. I feel that this is actually going to break open, and you're going to receive all of this beautiful frequency, and even more of your soul will be coming through for you. Yeah, so I would have the intention with that Knight of Swords. I would have the intention of opening it up. I feel like it's been percolating. It's like it's been percolating, and you've been releasing something, and it's almost time for that to completely open. So I would sit and meditate and actually ask for that to be opened, so that you'll really receive this full influx of your or more of your soul coming through. So yeah, but no, they're great cards, and you've done a lot of deep work. Yeah, but it's going to happen a lot more quickly than you expect now because of that Eight of Wands coming up. That's always a fast action card. So I would meditate, take some time out, and look at that for yourself. So yeah, I hope that helps, Maree. But that's what I was seeing. So
Very nice.
yeah,
Awesome. Thank you, Marie.
yeah.
Um, and the wonderful Christina.
Yay. Hi,
Christine just
Chris.
put this in. Um, let's see. I
Mm.
still feel goodness and beauty in the movies and positive messages. Are they infused with evil and damaging to watch? Yeah, are they including like what are those messages called that are in the background?
Subliminal.
Subliminal.
Yeah. Look, Christine, as with everything, I believe if our intention is to watch a movie and to gain the beauty from it, the message that we need from it for ourself, we can take that from it and enjoy it. And when we're, subliminally, I think a lot of people, like that card that came up, the Two of Pentacles, it was 50-50. So a lot of people wouldn't realize that. I always use an intention whenever I watch a movie that only the parts that are going to help me to come into an aha moment, to an awareness, to an understanding come through that are for my highest will and good. And I've been doing this for years when I go and watch movies. So look, I do believe that there is, that's what I said, still some goodness and beauty in the movies. It's like anything in this world. We could say this whole world is just full of evil and, it's damaging to watch the whole world if that was the aspect we were going to take. So I love that you've put this up here, Chris, because, yeah, I do believe there still is, that we can still find that within it. So, yeah. So I'll do a couple of cards on that. But that's why I always have an intention before you watch anything, and if you're worried about it, bring up your beautiful, your divine dragon and, have your gargoyles there. But, we're at a consciousness, I feel, where we can be protected from it anyway.
Exactly.
That's what I feel. So, yeah, balance. Keep finding that balance. That Two of Wands is looking out, finding a balance within yourself to know, oh, I really love that song from Frozen or whatever it is, It's okay to still have that love for that. So, yeah, and it's the story we tell ourselves, because that Page of Swords has come up. So it's what we work with. It's like life. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles. It's how we contemplate our reality. It's how we contemplate our life and what we see in it. So it's exactly the same, I feel, for a lot of these Disney movies. I mean, some of them are really obvious, aren't they? Some of them are pretty heavy. So you just be selective. But I think it's a great point you make. And probably most people, I've thought this. I've gone, oh, should I be watching this or whatever? I went, no, hang on. Just use your intention. And if it
What
feels right,
happens to
watch
children
it.
that don't have intention?
Exactly. I know. This is where I think with parents, I think you just be very discerning. And I mean, if they're sitting in front of movies all day, every day, then we've got a problem anyway, right? But if if they're allowed to watch a movie, and if you've vetted it, and if you've even helped them, protected them while they're watching it, so we can actually help our kids as well. And the Ace of Cups just came up with that. So we can actually help our kids emotionally stay okay, and so it doesn't go through as programming for them. But use your intuition, especially with your kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this still happening at this time? All that we've talked about the ceremonies going underneath, all that horrible stuff are where they're turning the energy around into bad things or whatever. Like, is this still happening, or have the white hats taken over?
Let's have a look and see. It's a good question. Is it still going on at this time to that level, like, how it was in its heyday?
And Maree's giving you some feedback. That does help. I have worked at sending forgiveness, love, and togetherness to both sides of the ancestors, also to those in my current life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful, Maree. It's you're doing a lot of deep work, and it's I'm just getting goosebumps. You're just going to get this beautiful influx of energy, and I'm also getting that you're going to be activating your clairvoyance and your knowing, your clairsentience is going to come through.
Oh.
No, we don't have to worry. That beautiful Nine of Swords has come up. It says we don't have to have sleepless nights. We don't have to worry. It's definitely been taken care of. Of course, it's been hidden from the public, truly, the depth of it, with that Four of Swords. But it's not what it was. No, it's not going on how it was. No, because that Five of Pentacles to me is always when there is stuff going on that's not great. It's out in the cold, but there's change. there's still stuff that needs to be cleaned up. Okay, there's the little things that need to be cleaned up and changed, but it's being worked on. We've got our Seven of Pentacles. It is being worked on. So, and the more consciousness we can bring to it, and to, like I said, just being wise about what it is we're watching. But look, down the track, those movies will probably go into, like a museum to show, and they'll probably have handpicked out all the different subliminal messages and all the different, it'll be like a learning thing. Now, look what happened. Look at this. This is what people used to watch, and everyone will be there going, "Oh, really?" That's the sort of thing that I reckon is going to happen
Yeah.
down the track in years to come,
Yep. Yeah.
so that it never happens again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Teresa was asking about the intention of the same thing, but when you listen to music and there's in the background, they, of course, same thing, right? Subliminal messages
Yeah.
and but I would think it's the same thing. You just make sure that you're paying attention on it. There are some songs where they put repetitive lyrics on purpose
Yeah.
so that your mind is spinning,
Yeah.
with these lyrics over and over and over. I know I've had several songs that I hear and I can't get them out of my head for days.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And I was listening. Was it Bob Dylan? I was listening to an interview with Bob Dylan, and he admitted he sold his soul. And he said, the music I was writing, he said, you can't do it as a normal human. He said, this was coming to me. And he said, the words that came through were just incredible. It's not anything anyone could make up. So, he was seeing that he got given a bit of a gift through doing what he did. So,
Uh,
yeah, of course there's, yeah, I would do the same thing. I would just bless. And, now we know, that they changed it to 440 hertz, I think, from like the 432s and all of the other different hertz. We know it was deliberately done to put us off center. But if music makes you feel, again, God, we've got this card again. But if music makes you feel good, like, I mean, of course, it can put us off center, and we might need to change what we're listening to. Be mindful, definitely. I know I don't listen to a lot of some of the music I used to, and I just tend to go back to my favorites from even a long time ago. It's just where I've gone to. Yeah, because we're going to have a whole new industry that comes out that will be simply on frequency that is helps our body, helps our energy field. Yeah, I would definitely. How do you feel when you're listening to music? Like, I've never liked heavy metal. I've never been able to handle the frequency of some of those, some of that music. It just doesn't do it for me. This
yep.
is the whole world, this is gonna change around everywhere, the whole planet, everyone. It's gonna change. Once people know that they're being fed stuff that is not good for them, that is making them feel awful, they'll just stop listening to it, I believe. But meanwhile, just take the joy from it. Have your intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Well, I think that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for being here, being part of the tribe, and just be happy. Stay in your high vibe. Be at peace. The more of us that are peaceful within, then the world will show that outside of us. So just try to stay peaceful in your 5D world, dreamy life, and hopefully we can help turn around what's happening outside of us.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. And something will pop, and then we'll go, oh, but just try and stay as balanced as you can and bring that beautiful pink and white light through that Jasper was showing us.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves, guys. It's really important. So,
Yes. Yep.
and lots of love to you all.
Yes. Lots of love, guys. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye.